Hey everyone, Micah here with NESHER Equipment, and today we're going to do a quick run through of our family of 4 different electric wheel loaders you see behind me. Among our loaders, there are a lot of similarities. They're all electric machines, so it means there's no diesel engine maintenance. You don't have to keep fuel around. They do all charge from a standard 120 volt outlet, so you don't need any special chargers other than the chargers that come with them that will run off your typical electrical outlets. They all share very similar controls with the basic standard wheel loader joystick to operate the boom and the hydraulics. They all have quick disconnects, so you do not have to get out of the cab to change your attachments. You can do it on the fly. For the prices and the full specs, you can find them on our site at www.nesherequipment.com. The prices do tend to change depending on the current tariff situation, but all the most current prices will be there. We've designed these machines to be affordable for homesteaders, farmsteaders, people with their own personal acreage, that sort of thing. We work directly with the factory so that we can design these machines to our specifications and to keep the prices affordable. And now let's come in and check out the specs on each of these machines. This is our smallest machine, the NESHER L880, though it is still incredibly capable. It weighs almost 2,500 pounds and it's rated to lift 880 pounds at the pins. It can lift more than that, but that's what we rate them at to keep them within a safe operating range and well within the machine's capabilities. The boom can lift up to just over 6 feet, so it's got a pretty high lift height there. The operating time on a single charge is somewhere between 4 to 6 hours. It does depend on the intensity of the work that you're doing. This machine here is outfitted with the pallet forks, probably our most popular attachment because they're just so useful for carrying various pieces of cargo around, or of course pallets, but all the machines do come standard with a bucket, and then you can add the various attachments that we offer. As our smallest machine, the L880 is incredibly nimble, so it's great for getting around in small places, especially if you have like a small hobby farm or you're going through lots of gates, that sort of thing. This one and the next machine up, the L1400, both incredibly nimble around a property. So now let's move on to the L1400, our next biggest machine. The L1400 here weighs around 4,500 pounds and it has a lift capacity of 1,400 pounds. This one right now is outfitted with the digger attachment. This is probably our next most popular attachment because it gives you the capabilities of an excavator without having to buy an entire another machine. All of our different loaders are available with digger attachments, and it's just an incredibly versatile attachment. On this machine, it does have a larger battery. It's also higher power, so it has a similar runtime, somewhere between 4 to 6 hours, depending on intensity of work. We've done some video test of an entire 6-hour work cycle on this thing, so it is good for if you're going to be using it for several hours around your property, around your farm, that sort of thing. It does articulate 45 degrees in the center, so again, just incredibly nimble. The turning radius on this machine is about 7 feet, so it can basically turn in less than its own length, which is pretty impressive for such a big and powerful 1,400-pound lift machine. On this machine, it does have a much higher lift height. It can lift to over 10 feet, so it has a much both longer reach and higher reach. It's great for when you're doing pallets or other cargo that you want to get up really high. You can get that thing up pretty darn high on this machine. Both the L1400 and the L880 that we looked at first are open cab machines. They have ROPS, the rollover protection system, but they're open cab. They do have a built-in fan up here, so it has some cooling, but they're mostly air cooling when you get that nice breeze. If you want a cab, we'll move on here to our next size up machine. This is the L2500. This is the first size of machine that we offer with a fully enclosed cab here. It does have a window over here, and on the other side the door locks back, so you can still get a nice breeze in there. It also has built-in fan, and it even has a moon roof up there. Now this obviously is a much bigger, much more powerful machine. It is rated for 2,500 pounds of lift capacity. This one has its standard bucket on it, but we offer all the attachments for this machine as well, so you can do different types of jobs. Now this machine weighs about 6,500 pounds, so it's a much larger machine, but it does have these wide tires, so even though it is a heavy machine, it doesn't put as much pressure as some other heavy-duty machines onto your property. For doing heavy-duty type of work, this is obviously going to be a much more powerful machine. It has the similar 3-motor setup as our our first two with a motor on each axle to give it all-wheel drive, and then a third motor for the hydraulics, but everything is just scaled up significantly on this machine. For our last and largest machine, we'll come over here to the L3000. Now, this is the largest machine in our lineup. It weighs just over 10,000 pounds, so it is a very large heavy lifter. It's rated for 3,000 pounds of lift. Again, it can do more than that. We've used it for all sorts of things, from lifting shipping containers to riding fallen trees and other big heavy lift tasks. This one also has the enclosed cab, and it has an option for air conditioning as well. Whether folks want it or not, that can be added optionally. Right now, this machine has its forks on it. It has a much bigger fork plate, so when you're lifting those larger, more cumbersome crates, that sort of thing, it's even more stable. But just like all other machines, you can put all of our different attachments onto this one as well. Now, this covers the basic specs on all of our different wheel loaders, but if you want even more detailed technical specifications, you can head on over to our site at www.nesherequipment.com to see all of our different machines, their specs, and the attachments that we offer for them. We get a lot of questions about shipping and freight. We do have 3 different options for getting these machines out all over the U.S. Either you can come pick it up yourself at our facility here in Florida. We've had several people do that. It's great to meet our customers. You can send your own freighter to come pick it up, or you can let us handle the freight, where we'll deal with it using our own trucking company and our own truckers. We do this for probably 90% of the shipments, and it goes very smoothly, but you have different shipping options depending what you prefer. If you'd like to reach out for a freight quote, just let us know on that contact form, your zip code, which machine you're interested, and which attachments, and we can get a freight quote out to you. At this point, we have machines in over, I think, 30 states in the U.S., so we've sent these all over the place, and we've had a lot of happy additions to the NESHER owner community. So if you're considering becoming one of them, make sure you head on over to our site, NESHERequipment.com, and we'd be happy to speak with you.